because they locked him up in his room without no medication. They wasn't giving him medication when they locked him in the room. And
who now? Who locked him in the room without medication? Okay.
His wife.
The present wife in the house?
The present wife. His name was also, I think, his wife.
Her name. Okay, all right. You're welcome to Who is Talking with Adesua Lato.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Having this interview with you. All right, sir. So can we meet you? Can we meet you?
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm Iyare Uwaifo, the senior son of late Sir Victor Uwaifo.
Okay. Okay, so you are the real authentic son of Sir, the legendary music maestro, Sir Professor Victor Uwaifo.
Yes, I am. I'm the first son.
All right, so nice to meet you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so there's been controversies surrounding, since the death of your father. There's been a lot of issues in your family with your stepmom, your uncles.
Yes.
So do you want to clear the air about that particular situation? Because it looks like you have not really been on the ground. You don't base here in Nigeria, right? So you have not really been on the ground. So a lot of people have been getting it all wrong, getting it confused, because we don't really know the real situation. So can you talk a little about it?
Yes. I'm based in US. I'm in New York City. I'm based in New York City. And when my dad passed away, when he died, my sister in Chicago told me. They didn't even call me from home to tell me that my father died. So I heard it from my sister. Matter of fact, I was in Canada when they called me, because I went to Canada in 2019 just to do some stuff over there. So the COVID-19 hold me down there. I couldn't come back, because there wasn't a flight and stuff like that. So I stood there. I spent like about 2.5 years there. Okay. So they called me. My sister called me and said, did somebody call me already that daddy was sick and stuff like that? I said, what happened? Why is this sick? Then I tried to find out, because they locked him up in his room without no medication. They wasn't giving him medication when they locked him in the room. And
who now? Who locked him in the room without medication? Okay.
His wife.
The present wife in the house?
The present wife. His name was also, I think, his wife.
Her name.
Yeah, her name. Sorry, her name. Yes. They locked him up in the room with no medication, nothing. And they tortured him, like I heard. Before all this, my father called me when he won't call me no more. He called me, he said I should come back home. He paid his band boys a lot of money and stuff now. And the manager was standing behind him. His manager was standing behind him. So he told me to come. It's like he wanted to tell me something, but he couldn't say it because people were surrounding him. Okay. That's what I felt. You understand? Then he said, talk to my manager. I gave the phone. And I was speaking with the manager. The manager couldn't answer me, right? And so I said, okay, give my dad back the phone. And he gave him back the phone. Then about a month later, I heard he passed, he died. So I was shocked. Then my sister called me. He said, oh, did you hear that dad died? I said, what? Because before he died, he sent me because we shared WhatsApp together, you understand? Okay. And he sent me his latest music. He was singing some Christian music. I said, Daddy, you play Christian music now?
Christian music.
Yeah. He was laughing and stuff, It was a good dad,
Yeah.
Then because we chat a lot, you know, and stuff. Everything he does, he always let me know. You understand? So that let that passed away, you know. So he died, you know, and they called me. So I was trying to put up things, you know, to come back. So I flew back to New York. When I flew back to New York, it was before I even did that. I called my uncle, the retired federal judge of Nigeria, Justice Uwaifo. You understand? I asked him. I said, Uncle, you know, can they do a burial? Because I was telling them not to hold no meeting till I get back there.
You're back as the senior son.
As a senior son, they did not listen to me. Nobody listened to me. You know, I told them several times. I made a video call, audio call, and I asked my uncle. I said, can they do a burial without the senior son?
According to Benin's tradition. Those tradition, yes.
Yes, he said yes. Why not? That's what he told me. So I was still doubting in my mind that cannot happen, you know. So I called somebody else that was standing as Egbe in the other family, because you know they use the mother side to do the burial, which I finally know that is taboo. You cannot do that. You know, you cannot use mother side to bury the father. You can only use the father side.
If I get you correctly, you mean the burial rite was conducted by the maternal family?
Yes. You know.
Okay.
You understand? Instead of using the father side to do the burial. So what happened? I asked the other man that was standing as an Egbe, you know. I didn't know. Because I was, you know, I was too long over here in the United States, 30 years. And I never came back, you know. So when I asked him, I said, Uncle, please, I want to ask you a question. Can they do a burial without the senior son in Edo tradition? He said, yes, they can be doing it, you know. So I was telling them at the same time not to do nothing, because they was hurrying up. They said my dad told them to do the burial in 7 days.
Okay.
They was hurrying up, doing this thing like, you know, you can even tell that stuff is going on. You understand? So I was having the feelings that these people are fraud. So I packed up everything and I you know, I finally left. They was doing this burial already. So when I came to meet them, they was doing everything. So I appeared to them and I did the Christian with the traditional burial. With the real family.
Okay.
Because, yes,
okay, so you still did your father's burial as a senior son?
I still did it. Yes.
Okay.
I did both the Christian and the traditional.
Okay.
And they respect the traditional mostly in the tradition.
Okay, all right. Okay, I want to really ask this question because it's been, I think, a disturbing issue because we see that a lot of them, your cousins or your relatives, who are not your direct sibling,
my direct sibling,
we get to see them, you know, saying that they are the biological children, or some of them, you know, are seen or assumed to be the biological children of late Victor Uwaifo because of the same name, you know. So would you want to talk about that?
Yes, thank you so much. I was okay. I was saying one of my cousin, or should I say that? Yes, one of my cousin. His name is Peter the Rock. His father is the late Clemico. I think he died like about 15 years ago or more. You know, his father played. Even my father used him for you know, using one of his songs. You know, I mean, my father loved his father so much because they have like the same mother and the same father. They're from the same mother, the same father. And what happened? This boy Peter the Rock, I think they used him. They're using him, the family, from my father wife using him, and my uncle is also using him, and my uncle also using my other brothers. But Peter the Rock is not one of us. He's just cousin. It's just a cousin.
Okay, you mean he's not your direct sibling?
It's not my direct sibling.
He's your cousin.
It's my cousin. Yes, it's my cousin.
Because I remember I've also interviewed him, and then he said, I thought he was the son of Sir Professor Victor White.
No, it's not.
I used him as that, and until I got to find out that he wasn't the direct son.
No, it's not the direct son. It's not. But that's why I spoke with him earlier today, because I was pissed off when I saw I used to see a lot of interviews with him. You understand?
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do this, you can do this and say the right thing. That your uncle, stuff like that. Don't claim other person's father. Don't do that. You can't claim somebody else's father. You have your own father.
What do you think that because of the relationship he had with your father? Because I also have that he lived with your father, he grew up with your father trained him and all of that. So
no, that never happened. That never
really
happened. Nah, it never happened.
Okay.
It never happened. He doesn't live with them.
So you mean he didn't?
He did not grow up with. No, he didn't grow up with. I know the people that grew up with. I mean, I was born in Nigeria. I stayed with my father till I even played with my father. I played the bass guitar for him on stage. We toured Nigeria all over. We played for the presidents then. Babangida and the rest of them, we played for them. You understand?
Wow. But you're into reggae music.
Right? I'm into reggae music, but I can sing Benin music and I can play my dad's song.
So when do you tend to go into the kind of music that your dad was into, like the kind of style of music he was into? When do you tend to go into?
Maybe with time, you understand?
Okay.
Maybe with time, I can.
Okay.
I mean, I love my father's music so much, but the real problem right there, I can't speak the diet much, real good. You understand? But I can sing my father's music and play the instruments also. I can sing it better. You understand? So what I'm trying to get clear out of there, because a lot of people using him, using his name, to bring up and do other stuff. In Nigeria is tough. People do things, because I stood too long, in the States. I stayed there too long, and they thought I won't come back.
Okay, so for how long has it been now that you've been away from?
It's like since 95.
Wow.
1995. You understand?
Yeah.
So they trying to use that, as it's like one thing again I want to say.
Okay.
My father, let me just put this straight.
Okay.
My father is a strong man. He was a strong man. And he was a loving father also, but it's strict too, But if he tell you to do something, and if you don't do it, then he get at you. You understand? He was the best father, You understand? He was the best father. He have his way. Everybody have their own ways. You understand?
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So a father cannot see a child going a different direction, like acting up and stuff like that. You have to say something. So what happened? I think his death is not just ordinary. They killed him. Yes, they killed him. Like I told you earlier, they locked him in his room for according to them, they said, and they locked him within about 2 weeks in his room with no medication. When they asked them that, why why didn't you give him a medication or take him to his doctor, for treatment, or bring doctor to his house? They say, he always send them to the chemist to buy medicine. That's not my father. My father don't do that. Why will he send you to the chemist? Why will he send you to chemist when he have his own doctor? That's number one right there. They was hiding a lot of them. Later on, after 2 weeks, they took him down to one hospital in Benin, Kenwa, I don't know. They don't have no equipment and stuff like that. So when they saw him, they said, why are you bringing this man down here that we don't have no equipment? They said, you can take him down to a bigger hospital and stuff like that. Before they took him down to a bigger hospital, and in Benin there, I don't know the hospital, they took him down there and started working on him. Different type of lies, start coming in that, oh, it's COVID-19. Is this that? There's nothing like COVID-19. There's nothing like that. You understand?
But that was what we were made to understand, that I think his death was linked to COVID.
No, that's not it. They changed a lot of stuff on him. Even his lawyer took most of the family member. They took they changed his will.
Wow.
The lawyer took them to the court to change his will. Your own lawyer, his own lawyer. That's why you can't trust all these lawyers and stuff when you're doing your stuff. You understand? His own lawyer took them to the court to change this will. They changed his will, and mind you, we took this will down to Lagos. They took it to Lagos for forensic checkup, and it came back that it was forced. It was changed. That they changed the will.
Wow. So, but these are allegations that I do not have preview to. I cannot ascertain them right now, but these are your views. Yeah, but you can continue.
Okay. Yes, and with that, again, my father. I know my father have like 4 wives, but he don't put them in the house at the same time. You understand? For 4 ladies that give birth to, my father married every one of them. You understand? Okay. My mother is the first.
Okay.
They struggle together from day one, from scratch. You understand? And things started, getting rough. How life is and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Before they splitted, and stuff like that. But still, my mom was still coming to the house. Was still coming down there. And my dad loved my mom real good and stuff like that. I can remember years back, like that 3, 4, 5 decades, like 4 decades back and stuff like that. When my mom, used to come down and stuff like that, they give her money for some business and stuff like that. Although, some stuff came in that, oh, why are you giving this woman money? You left the house, a long time ago and stuff like that. Things always like that. So what happened? The present wife at home right now. What I'm trying to say. According to the Benin tradition, you understand? They call it a Igyobe.
Yeah.
The lady is not supposed to be there by now. She's not supposed to be there by now. It's been a year plus right now. And the case is still in the court. We're in the courthouse.
So the case is currently in
the court.
In court. Okay.
Each time they go to the court, each time they go to the court, they always claim that, they always tell the judge that, sorry, please, Your Honor, can you give us time? We didn't study this case yet. They change lawyer each court date. They've been changing lawyers each court days. I mean, they've changed lawyers like about 6 times already. Each court date, they are like oh, sorry, Your Honor, the same situation, same thing. Like, oh, we have to, please give us time to study this. Even the last one they went last Monday, it's the same thing. And they changed the judge because the other judge got tired of it. They changed the judge. So the new judge is not taking that right now. It's getting real hard with them. That they should get themselves together before coming to the court the next day.
Wow. So you mean it's been past a year now since your dad passed?
Yes.
And the burial rite has been done, and up until now, there are still issues surrounding the inheritance, the Gyogbe, the first son, and all other family issues.
Yes. There are still big issues. The lady stay in the house. They're like, what happened? Why is she still there? Because my mother died when she came to, because they told her not to travel before, because they saw it in a vision, that she shouldn't go to Benin and stuff. It's like I'm suspecting some people, but I will not say it.
Okay, all right. So can we go to your... Okay. Can we talk about your musical career? You mentioned that you were with your dad. You've played for a couple of people.
Yes.
So today you're doing reggae. So what inspired you to go into reggae music rather than your father's kind of music?
Okay, what really inspired me to reggae music? When my father opened the School of Music, Jeremy Academy School of Music, so we used to write. I was once a lecturer, and a student right there before lecturing other people. We studied about all this music, music theory. You have something, the book that they call Rudiment. It's like you do both theory and practical. You understand? Right. And they link with Berkeley Royal School of Music, London. So I graduated there. Me and my brother was doing that. And I graduated idea. Then we started teaching. But what really put me into this, when we have our own band called Junior Orchestra. Each time my father want to play on stage, we play reggae music. We play all varieties, funk, disco. We play all and all. But I love reggae music because I play Bob Marley a lot.
Okay, all right. This is who is talking with Adesuwa Lato, and I have been talking with the son of the legendary music maestro, Sir Professor Victor Uwaifo of blessed memory. Iyare, welcome back.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry for that little mistake that just happened.
All right, no problem. All right. So going forward, I would like to know, or I would want you to tell the world that particular legacy you think your dad has left behind that you would like to emulate.
That I would like
to emulate. Yes, that you would like to emulate.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best, I'm trying my best, he has done a lot, I'm trying my best to be who I am, and try, my possible best to keep the name, the legacy up, of going and stuff like that. Apart from speaking the dialect and stuff like that. Like I told you earlier.
So as it stands, you do not know how to speak Benin dialect.
I can speak Benin. I can speak. I can speak Benin. Sorry about that. I can speak Benin. But like I don't really speak like deeply. And it don't clear on my tongue, in my tongue much. You understand? I speak more Yoruba than because we grew up in Lagos. Sometimes I speak Yoruba with my dad. But
so a lot of people I would ask this other question because of people out there who would want to, a lot of people do not really know your background, like know you per se. Like I am meeting you for basically like the first time,
Wow.
So yeah, so people want to know, are you married already?
Yes, I'm married.
Funny, right? But people want to know. Yeah.
Yes, I'm married.
Okay.
I'm married,
Okay.
and
With
I mean,
kids?
marriage is a good thing, I
Yeah.
have kids, I have kids,
Okay. Wow.
so
Okay.
I have kids, and that's life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's life, that's we pray for better stuff, to come
Of
forward
course.
and stuff
Of
like
course.
that.
Yes. So okay, still talking about the issues, family issues here and
Yes.
there. What do you think is the way forward? Is there an headway? We know that you said the matter is still in the courts. If a matter is in the court, you just leave it for the judiciary, which of course they say is the last hope of the common man. So do you think there is hope in this situation?
If there's hope in this situation,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Of course there's hope. Of
Okay.
course, there's hope, and they already know they are failure. They already know. They like I said. They killed him. It's not yet, my father. It's not time. It's not time yet for him to leave. Okay. You understand? Even my father was saying it in his own. Was telling his friends that he will live over 150 years. That's what he said. He said we live 150 years. And we're like, you gotta live. We say, okay, God bless you.
Yeah, that's true.
God bless you.
That
You
was a strong.
understand? No, for real. That's what he was saying. He was saying that he would live 150 years. So I was surprised, when I heard that he was sick and all this stuff. Like I said, his manager, he fired his manager before, not to work with him. But have you ever heard of this before? That when you don't want your own manager to work for you, then your manager is now begging that you don't have to pay me, I will work for free. Have you ever heard that? He said he will work for free. You understand? Just to finish up his mission. You understand?
All right,
and that's crazy.
It will be a wrap on the interview session with you. I must say, it has been an amazing time with you today. At least a lot of people who do not know you as the first son, so to speak, we get to see you, we get to know you, and also hear you out. So it's an amazing time talking with you, having this session with you.
Thank you so much. I mean, if they want to go to my my YouTube channel, you can go to Iyare Uwaifo, YouTube, yes, or Yafo General at Yafo General, .com, stuff like that. Yeah, and each time you can type my name Iyare, my last name Uwaifo, my YouTube channel will come out and stuff. Can get me on YouTube, my Facebook page, same name. That's what I use.
All right, thank you so much. All right, it's been Adesuwa Lato talking with you. It's been amazing, like I said before. Thank you so much. We have to sign up now.
Thank you so much. I mean, you can link up on Facebook and your channel and stuff like that. This is my first time of hearing this. I never heard it. Steve is my good friend. So I'll say you done real well.
Thank you so
much for interviewing me.
Thank you so much for your time. All right,
I appreciate more still coming.
Bye for now. Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Bye for now.